Greetings, YouTube. Happy Friday, and welcome to a bunch of deals that I'm really excited to talk about, which might shock you as much as it shocks me, because this week has been some of the worst deals we have seen in terms of excitement, from $30 bundles of old champions that mostly are still not worth the 5-star $30 price tag, even if you got the 5-star, to the Catalyst bundles that no matter what direction you chose, it was a terrible value, to even this Southern Heartthrob, give me a chance for a 4-star rogue for $30. But today is not that deal. And so when it comes to trash or cash, as I always tell you, I like to get excited about deals. I want you to get excited about deals. And I'm going to call this Prestige Moving Day, because you could significantly change the prestige of your roster after buying certainly the 5-star Signature Stone bundle, but even the 4-star Signature Stone bundle to a certain degree. So hats off to Kabam for that. Now, we do technically have two different deals to talk about, the $30 deal and the $50 deal. Now, the $30 deal, when it was first introduced in the game months back, maybe even about a year back, this thing used to be $50 to $60. And it was something that, quite frankly, was just not worth the $50 to $60. But as the game has evolved, this is one of those rare instances where Kabam has actually lowered the price to recognize that the game has evolved, as 6 stars have come into the contest. Yeah, 5-star Signature Stones should be more readily available, even though for the most part, they still aren't. I mean, consider you can clear an entire path of Labyrinth of Legends, which is thousands and thousands of units, even when you're fighting well for most people, and you still get, one generic 5-star Signature Stone. So for $30, we're going to give you 10 times that. Not bad. Not a bad use of $30. But the 4-star one doesn't just have 10 generic 5 stars. It has 20 5-star Signature Stone crystals, which are the 1 out of 6 RNG drop rate. The 20 4-star Signature Stones. So it's interesting. This is marketed as a 4-star Signature Stone bundle, but it only has twice as many 4 stars as it does 5 stars, and it doesn't even have twice as many class-based. As you can see, it's 30 instead of 20. So really, this is like the 5-star Signature Stone Light bundle, because this used to be the limit of how much you could raise those 5 stars. And if you're like me, and you're one of the few people who has, an 800K plus roster, you have great God tier, top tier, whatever you call them, tier champions of every class. So at this point, the only class that I wouldn't spend those on is Tech, and that's because I am saving all of my Tech for Stark Spidey, of course, when I get him in the year 2034. So until then, I'll just be patient and wait for my grandkids to be born. But the 4-star Signature Stone one for $30, I still think, because these things are so rare, you could legitimately say they're at least worth $3 a piece, if not $5 a piece, because they're generic. So if this was class-based, I'd probably say they're worth about $1. So I'm going to say that, generously, you could rate 10 Signature Stones by themselves at $30. And so you could say that the price of the bundle for 10 generics, think about how much that would change your Dr. Voodoo or certainly your Void if you gave them 10 more Signature Stones. I think that's significant. So you get the price tag of the 4-star Signature Stone bundle by itself just from the 10 5 stars. And then you get 20 class-based 1 out of 6 RNG 5 stars on top of that. And then 20 4 stars, 30 Signature Stones for 4 stars of the class-based variety. And then 200,000 gold. And I think at this point, 200,000 gold is at least another $5, right? Generously. So I think this bundle is probably worth about double what you're paying for it. I think it's about a $60 bundle, even though it's mismarked as a 4-star bundle when you're still getting 5-star value more than the 4-star. $60 value for $30 at this stage in the game when 5-star 6 stones are still very, very rare, even from the monthly quests. I'm going to put that as a solid B, even B plus value for the first offer, and I'm very excited to say that. I want to promote Kabam's offers. I want to buy Kabam's offers myself. I've got a lot of iTunes credits stored up from the past months of Swagbucks. So now the left side has 3 times the amount of Signature Stones that the right side has for $20 more. So 30 versus 10, and yes, 30 Signature Stones, big difference from your 5 stars from 30 to 10. And it has 50 instead of 20, so that's more than twice as many 5-star Signature Stones as the right. And then 500,000 gold, which is more than twice as much of the 200,000 gold. Now, honestly, I can pretty much imagine that most whales are going to pick this up because your prestige automatically increases a significant amount. Signature stones are one of the rare things that you can hoard still up to 100 of. So this is also such an amazing opportunity for you if you don't have any 5 stars. If you want to invest in your future in the game, you want to buy that $50 bundle and just let those sit. Because the minute you awaken your first top tier 5-star champ, the ability to have at least 30 generic Sig stones to pump into them, but really you're going to get more than that because no matter what, you're going to get some of that class out of the 50. You're going to be doing yourself such a favor. Compare the value of this $50 bundle to the future of your game in Marvel Contest of Champions to the $20 that you're going to maybe get a 4-star rogue who will eventually sit on your bench, right? And then 5 4-star signature stone crystals for $20, and yeah, you get some health potions and a 3-star crystal most likely. But for $10 more, you go from 5 4 stars to 30, and then you've got these 6 stones for both 4 stars and 5 stars. I mean, you can see just from the discrepancy of the Southern Charm bundle and the 4-star signature stone bundle, just how much better the value is for $10 more. So I don't know. I mean, I think for top tier players, this is one of those things that really is a no-brainer if you've got the cash because you're going to increase those top 5 stars more prestige, and that's going to help everybody. And if you're wanting to move up from gold to platinum, say, or you're going to want to increase your overall prestige of Alliance Quest, every signature stone helps. And so this is one of those deals that it's tough because if no one in your alliance buys it and everyone in the alliance that you're competing with on the same kind of bubble of the next tier buys it, you could get hurt in that prestige game. So I can see a lot of people saying, hey, we gotta put our $50 in this because we don't want to get behind other alliances of the same caliber of skill and prestige. So, I think the left side is probably a B+ as well. This is the best 5-star signature stone bundle we've seen as far as I know for $50. And the generics are really where that comes into play. And 5-star signatures actually increase. The awakened ability increases a lot faster at Sig 30 than the 4-star would. So really what I've seen, especially with somebody like Dr. Voodoo, is if you take him to Sig 31 versus Sig 1, the jump in the amount of that awakened ability is going to be such a drastic increase in the quality of that awakened ability versus what you would do 30 for 4-star. So you really do get what you pay for in terms of that 5-star signature stone. And if you don't have any 5 stars that are awakened, or at least any that you want to pump into, it is still such a good idea to get that and just hoard it. I mean, that has an A value in terms of hoarding. And like I said, it's one of the rare things that doesn't just automatically overflow into your inventory. You can hoard up to 100 of those. And what a gift that still is from Kabam to not limit that to 20 or 30 like so many other items have been reduced to since that capacity limit was introduced into the game. So I think both offers, you could argue, B+ value. And I can imagine, including myself, I'm very tempted to go for the left one. And even if you don't go for the left one, you go for the right one, you're still getting a lot of 5-star value out of it. So kudos to you, Kabam, for putting out something that I can say makes a fantastic Friday. And also just a quick reminder, a lot of people have contacted me, a lot of people have commented, it is strictly a visual bug in your Alliance War. If you're seeing your defense have a lower prestige, just make sure you don't underestimate your opponent and log in thinking you're going to have this easy ride going up against a 6,000 Alliance War boss with the PI of 6,000 and they're at 46,000. As long as you're prepared, you should be fine. Just don't take any opponent lightly. That's a good lesson for this Friday. And enjoy the bundles. I'm personally am very tempted to get at least the 5-star signature stone bundle. Thanks for watching, YouTube.